Good afternoon and welcome to the May 12th, 2020 webinar to answer your questions about pandemic EBT for non-public school students. My name is Natalie Mickelson and I am the School District Consultant for Student Eligibility in School Nutrition Programs. I will be your host today. All participants have been muted upon entry to this webinar, and this webinar is being recorded. Should we experience a Zoom bombing incident, we will immediately end the webinar. Please use the chat box to provide any questions you would like answered. We will do our best to get to all questions in the time we have available. If we do not get to all of your questions, please contact us at mdeschoolnutrition@michigan.gov and we will respond as soon as possible. Please hold off on your questions until the end of the presentation. Feel free to use the chat box, but give us an opportunity to cover the topic throughout the presentation and see if your question is answered. Thank you. So to get started, how do you report? If you have shared time students that were reported through a public school, contact the public school to ensure the proper school nutrition eligibility, or SNE field, for free or reduced designation was reported for those students in the Michigan Student Data System. If you submit students into the Michigan Student Data System independently, this presentation will walk you through the steps to submit your free and reduced price eligible students for pandemic EBT benefits. Traditionally, there were two reasons that non-public schools might need to submit data into the Michigan Student Data System. One, to submit students into the early roster collection and generate a direct certification list. And two, to validate and create unique identification codes, or UICs, for students. This process does not account for students that receive benefits from a free or reduced price application approved at the local level, or household members that are matched through extended eligibility. Students eligible for benefits via an application or extended eligibility need to be entered into the early roster collection and have a UIC created. In order to distribute the Pandemic Electronic Benefit Transfer Program, or P-EBT, food assistance benefits to these application eligible non-public students, a new collection called the Non-Public School Nutrition Student Eligibility Collection was created. To help you with this collection, we have updated the non-public user guide with a section at the end on the school nutrition student eligibility collection. We will email this out and post it to the website along with this webinar. Prior to submitting students into the non-public school nutrition student eligibility collection, all students must be entered into the Michigan Student Data System early roster collection and complete the following steps. Ensure that all enrolled students are entered in the early roster collection. Verify that these students all have a unique identification code, or UIC. Report the address for these students in the personal demographics. This address will be used to mail the card. Please do not enter data into street address 2, as this can cause a delay in cards being mailed. It is important for both the directly certified students and students who are eligible via an application to have correct addresses on file. The non-public school nutrition student eligibility collection has a similar format and process to the early roster collection, which will hopefully make the process easier for users. Currently, you can only complete the student eligibility collection manually. The file upload functionality is currently being developed. To access the staging area, log into the MSDS and click Student Data Submission on the left navigation bar, then click Data Staging Area. Enter your submitting entity code. This will be your 5-digit building code. The submitting entity field should automatically pull up your school's name. Click the name to finish populating the field. Click the Add New Collection button, and on the following screen, make sure the non-public school nutrition student eligibility collection is selected. Then click the Add Collection button. You will be taken to the staging area page for your school. Click the non-public school nutrition student eligibility link on the left side and go to the staging area details screen, where you can add, delete, or edit student data in that collection. To enter the staging area details screen, click Student Data Submission on the left navigation bar, then click Data Staging Area. Enter your 5-digit building code in the Submitting Entity field. The field should automatically pull up your school's name. Click the name to finish populating the field. Click on the collection name to open up the staging area details screen. You should see your school name and the code at the top, along with the name of the collection you're working in. Any previously added records will appear at the bottom of the screen. To manually add a record, click the Add Direct button at the bottom of the screen. Enter the student's name and birth date on the Add Student screen. You have 3 options for submitting the student to the collection. 1, click Submit to add the bare bones record and return to the staging area details screen. 2, Submit, add another to add the bare bones record and return to the Add Student screen to submit another record. Or 3, to submit, go to Details and add additional information to the record. Open the student's record details in MSDS. This is done automatically if you clicked Submit, go to Details. Otherwise, from the staging area detail page, you should see your newly added student. Click the student's last name to open up the details. The Details student page in MSDS is called the Staging Area Maintain page. You may see error and warning messages at the bottom of a newly created record. Don't panic, we'll be taking care of those next. For non-public schools, the operating district number should be 84000. Enter your 5-digit school code. While this field is not listed as required, you must report a school code for your school nutrition student eligibility record to be included in matching. Then enter the student's grade or setting from the drop-down. You may enter your school's student identification number if you want, but this is not required. Leave the S2E2 code and out-of-level grade characteristics blank. Add the supplemental nutrition eligibility component and/or the homeless demographics component via the drop-down and click Add Component. If applicable, complete the homeless demographics component. Select the correct homeless option from the drop-down list. Select yes or no for unaccompanied youth. Select eligible free or eligible reduced from the drop-down. Click Submit to save the record and return to the staging area details page. If there are errors or warnings on the record, you will be asked whether you want to return to the student record. All errors must be corrected for the record to be included. Warnings indicate that the data may be incorrect. You should review warning messages to make corrections if appropriate, but warning messages will not prevent you from submitting your data. The collection windows for the non-public school nutrition student eligibility collection will align with the student record maintenance, or SRM, cutoffs in the CEPI calendar. The upcoming dates are today, May 12th, May 26th, and June 9th. Some questions that we've been receiving from non-public schools will consist of the next few slides. The first question is, when will the cards be mailed out? There's about a 2 to 3 week turnaround time between the record maintenance collection dates and the cards being sent out. Both CEPI and MDHHS have record verification and matching processes that they complete to account for factors such as address, number, and eligible students, which account for that 2 to 3 week turnaround time. Another question, if there are siblings in a public school who have already received a card, will siblings who attend a non-public school be sent a new card? As we said, CEPI and MDHHS are matching student addresses with the intent to receive one card per household. However, this is not a perfect system. Again, the intent is that the money will be added to the card for additional siblings, but there will probably be instances where a new card is issued. We've heard it going both ways. We have shared time students. What do we need to do? So again, contact the public school and look at a sample of students. In some instances, we have found that the non-public students were reported with a complete record for both an address and a supplemental nutrition eligibility coding. However, we have also found for some schools that there was only a student name and no address or supplemental nutrition eligibility reported. The public school can report for you, but make sure that all of your eligible students have an updated address and an accurate SNE reported. If you have questions, here is the school nutrition contact information. We have the MDE school nutrition at michigan.gov email and our phone number. And then myself, Natalie Mickelson, and Dan Carlson are going to be the point contact people for the non-public school collection. So if you have questions or concerns, please reach out to us directly. And our emails are provided here. For additional help, as I said at the start of the presentation, this updated non-public user guide with the SNE component will be sent out and posted to the website. You can email Dan or I and we can provide that to you if you don't want to wait for it to be posted. You can find MSDS training tools and other support documents on the MSDS webpage. And there are specific web pages for the early roster collection and the direct certification report located there. Questions about the Michigan Student Data System, including security forms and forgotten My Login user IDs, should be directed to the CEPI customer service support at cepi@michigan.gov. We are unable to resolve those questions for you, so I would reach out to them directly. So that was a quick run through of the process. Thank you for holding off your questions, but if you have any now, please type them into the box. Hi, Heather. I see that you typed in, I have a child at a non-public school that has received benefits for the youngest student, but not the oldest. If you could email me, Natalie, with the UIC, unique identification code for that student, I can take a look at their record. You could also take a look at what has been reported on your end for them. If they are listed on your direct certification list and have an accurate address reported in the system. But if you give me the UIC for that student, I can look into them for you. The webinar is going to get posted online in the next couple days. So that will be available. So Jan, you're a public school employee in charge of pupil accounting. You have shared time non-public students. It would be easiest if you're able to update the students through the student record maintenance. As you saw, there's a couple different steps for the non-public school to do that. If you could go in and take a look as to whether there's an address reported and the supplemental nutrition eligibility field completed. The student record maintenance is an easier process than it is for the non-public schools to report. And if you don't have that information, please reach out to your non-public school to help coordinate that. So Heather, the oldest child is at a different school. The youngest is shown on the direct certification list that you pull for the elementary school. It depends on the circumstances for the oldest child. I'm not sure if the oldest child is directly certified at their building. I need a little bit more information. So again, if you could reach out to me, we can try to investigate what's going on there. Today's the 12th. Can this be done on the 26th? Yes, certainly. We are not expecting you to turn around all of this in one day. You certainly can use the next 2 weeks to hit that next update. Am I supposed to be adding my whole roster to this collection or just my free and reduced students? Cheryl, that's a good question. There is an automated process. You can do a mass upload for the early roster collection. And if you upload your whole roster into that, it would match those students against the direct certification list. So we encourage you to upload all of your students into the early roster. This supplemental nutrition collection, that's where you're only entering in your free and reduced eligible students through an application. So who you have certified at the local level. Additionally, you want to add in your extended eligibility students. If those siblings or other household members are not on the direct certification list, we're not going to know that they've matched. So you'll need to enter those in as well through this new collection. Heather, my email is on the screen. Melanie, can you chime in with the preschool student question?
Yeah, so in regards to preschool, are your preschool kids participating in National School Lunch Program and School Breakfast Program? If they are, and you're claiming meals for them, then you can include them, but they will have to match in direct certification or have a free and reduced application on file to qualify.
So Jen, you have siblings at the same building. The youngest shows up on the direct certification list, but the oldest does not. So in this instance, you extend that eligibility from the younger sibling to the older sibling at the local level. You'll want to report the older sibling through this non-public SNE method. Because if they're not matching on the direct certification list, we're not going to be able to account for them here. Any other questions today?
So it looks like we got another one in. So your Head Start students, this does apply to Head Start students. The Head Start program coordinator should be handling the upload of those children via the early childhood collection report, though. So I do want to make a separation between our Head Start programs that we have in the state and our Great Start Readiness programs that we have in the state. And then I know in non-public schools, there are a lot of tuition-based preschools. So tuition-based preschools are what I spoke of just a few minutes ago. But when it comes to Head Start programs that are a federal program, or the Great Start Readiness program that's a state preschool program, those students have to go through the early childhood program collection process, which is separate from this process. And we will be putting out information to the program operators and agencies that run those early childhood programs. More focusing on Head Start. We have captured most of the Great Start Readiness program kids around the state, but there's Head Start programs that are kind of outliers. So we will be putting out more information for that because they have to use that early childhood collection process. So
go ahead, Melanie.
We got another question. Have the directors of food services at the public schools been told they are supposed to update our pupil accounting? Not specifically to the detail that we provided in this webinar. We have announced that we had a solution, but I will say it really depends on the situation of who does the pupil accounting, because we do know that there are non-public schools out there that don't have any sort of connection to the public school, and those are the ones that need to use the process that Natalie just spoke of. In regards to what you're referring to, if it's a non-public school student that's receiving services from the public school, we will make sure that we follow up with that group through some other channels to let them know that they should be looking at all kids that they report, including non-public kids, if non-public school kids, students, if they report those as well.
And we can clarify that again in our regular town hall tomorrow and our information going forward to help support.
Can I say one thing too? When we talk about reporting, it's MSDS reporting. It's not just what the food service director knows for applications. So that's the big piece of this. So it depends on which entity is actually reporting in MSDS.
We probably can post just the slides sooner, but we will need a day or so to get it closed caption. So you've already done your 1920 early roster collection. In order to update it, do I need to change the 1920 and download it again, or can I upload my 2021 early roster and make changes to them? That is a good question.
And I'm not sure on that either. I know this is a tricky timeline with being so close to the end of the year, and a lot of you have pulled that down. That's something that we can ask our CEPI partners and follow up with you. Again, if you can email me at mickelson@michigan.gov that question, I can follow up with you directly on that response. Well, I'm not seeing any other questions today. Thank you all for taking the time to call in. I know it took us a little bit to come up with a solution for you. But hopefully this is an avenue that works to report your students. We'll let you know if we hear any updates on our end. And if you have additional questions, please reach out. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalie.